Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel SalesforceFAQs. And today in this video we are going to learn about how we can bulk update the account owners in Salesforce, that is the owners of the account records. So there are two methods to update the account owners. So the first method to update the account owners in Salesforce is using the inbuilt tool, that is data transfer tool. And the another method is using the Salesforce data loader tool. So data loader is a third-party application that you need to install in your system. Then only you can perform the data operation using the data loader. So first we are going to see how we can update the account owners in Salesforce using the data transfer tool. So as of now, I logged into my Salesforce org, and right now I am on the setup page of Salesforce Lightning. And from here we will navigate to the mass transfer records tool. For that you have to go to the quick find box and here search and select mass transfer. So now you can see in the search result under the heading data, you can see the mass transfer records. So you have to click on it. So in the setup window of mass transfer records, you can see, so these are the objects and their fields for which you can transfer the ownership of those records. So here you will see the transfer accounts at the top. So you have to click on it. But one thing you won't see here is the transfer of contacts. So for example, the account record is having 4 contacts. And if the owner of both account owner and the contact owner is same, then the ownership of those records will be transferred to the new user that you will select. So here I will click on the button transfer accounts. So here we have to select the user. So in the field transfer from, we have to select the user who is the current owner of those accounts. So here I will select the current owner from the lookup field. And then in the field transfer to, we have to select the user to which we want to transfer the ownership of those account records. So again from the lookup, I will select that another user and make sure the user to whom you are transferring the account records is having the required permission to own the accounts. And here you will see another details related to the account, that also you want to transfer open opportunities that are not owned by the existing account owner and transfer to close opportunities. And there are other details like transfer open cases owned by the existing account owner, and also if you want to transfer the closed cases, and also if you want to keep opportunity team on opportunity transfer to new owner. So you can select the check boxes according to the requirement of the details that you want to share with the new owner of the account records. And here we have to apply the filter criteria through which we are going to filter the account records and then assign those account records to the new user. So here we have to select the fields. So here I am selecting the filter field as created date and then greater than, and then we have to select the format of the date. So in the instruction you can see the format that is supported to filter out the records. So according to this, you have to apply the filters for the date and date time fields. So here it is showing that you have to apply the format as day, month, and then year. So I will correct the date format. And here we are having the 5 fields to apply the filter criteria. So as of now, I am applying only one filter to filter out the records and to assign it to the new owner. And after applying the filter criteria, I will click on the find button. So these are the account records that are filtered according to the filter criteria that we have applied. So if you want to transfer all account records, then you can simply click on the checkbox at the top. And if you want to select specific accounts from this list, so you can select them like this. So as of now, I'm selecting the all account records and then we will click on the transfer button. So as we can see here, it is showing that 13 accounts are transferred. So this is how you can transfer account ownership in Salesforce using the mass transfer record tool. So if you are transferring the ownership of account records to the another user, so for example, the account is having 5 contacts and out of those 5 contacts, only 4 contacts have the same owner as the account owner, then in that scenario, only the 4 contacts having the same ownership as account will be transferred to the another user, and the one contact having owner as different user will not be transferred to the new owner. So this is how you can mass transfer the ownership of account record in Salesforce using the inbuilt tool mass transfer records. Now we will see another method in which we will transfer the ownership of account records using the Salesforce data loader tool. And the data loader tool is suitable for performing the bulk operation. While in mass transfer records, you can update the data of limited number of records. While using the data loader tool, you can update the data operation on 5 million records. So as of now, I have opened the data loader tool. So this is how the UI of data loader look like when you open it. So here you can see the buttons of various data operation like insert, update, upsert, delete, undelete, hard delete, export and export all. And I will also give a video link in the description from where you can see how you can install the data loader in your system. So to update the account owners using the data loader tool, we need the ID of the accounts and also the ID of the user to whom we are going to transfer the ownership of those account records. So to get the ID of the records, first I will run a data export operation. For that I will click on the export button and here I will log in with my credentials. And now in the second step we will select the account object and then we will select the location for the extract file and then we will click on the next button. And in this step we have to select the fields for which we want to export the data. So the most important field that we need is the account IDs through which we are going to update the account owners. So first I will select the ID field and owner ID for the reference so that we can enter the ID of new owner in this column and also the account name. And here also we can apply the query to filter the records. For example, you have to select the accounts that are created after a specific date. So for that you have to select the field as created date and the value as the date after which you want to filter the records. And after selecting the object field and applying the query filters you have to click on the finish button and then click yes. So now we have extracted the data of the account records with their ID names. So here I will click on the button view extraction and then click on the button open in external program to open this data into the CSV file. So these are the account records that I have extracted. So I haven't applied any query filter, so I've got all the account records that are there in my arc. So for example, I'm going to change the account owner for these 4 accounts. So for that I will change the owner ID as the ID of the user to which I'm going to assign these account records. So to get the user ID, I will go to the user setup and then I will select the user to, and from the URL you can get the user ID. And if you're not getting the ID of user from the URL, then again you can run a data extraction for that. For that you have to again click on the export button and here you have to select the object as users, then select the file location, click next and then select the username and the query field user ID and then click finish and then click yes. And now open the extracted data in the CSV file. So here I got the IDs of the user. So from here on the left hand side I can see the username. So this is the user to whom I want to assign the ID of account records that I want to, for whom I want to change the owner. So I will copy the user ID from here and then I will go back to the CSV file in which I have extracted the data for the account records. So here I'm going to delete rest of the account records for whom I don't want to update the owner. So I will delete the rest of the accounts. And for these accounts, I will change the ID with the ID of the user that I have copied from the CSV file that we have extracted. So this user is going to be the new owner. So as of now, I updated the changes and changed the owner ID of the accounts to whom I want to change the owner. So now these account records are going to assign to the owner whose ID we have entered here. And now I will save the CSV file and then again I will open the data loader tool and then close the previous data operations. And this time I am going to click on the update button. So here I will click update. And now in this step we will select the account object and then select the CSV file that we have created right now. And after selecting the CSV file, click on the next button. And as we click on the next button, the data loader will initialize the CSV file and display the number of rows. So here click on the OK button to proceed. And now in this step we have to do the mapping, in which we have to map the CSV header columns to the account object field names. For that, click on the button create or edit a map and then click on the button auto match field to the columns. So as you can see, the CSV header columns are auto matched to the account object field names, and in case any of the field is not auto matched, then you have to drag the Salesforce object field down to the column mapping. And after the mapping, click on the OK button and here click next. And at last click on the finish button and in the warning click yes. So now you can see the data operation is started and we have 8 successful updates. So we will click on the button view successes So now you can see the status as item is updated. That means we have successfully updated the account owners. So this is how you can update the account owners in Salesforce using the data loader tool. So this was all about updating the account owners in Salesforce using the mass transfer record tool and the Salesforce data loader tool. And I hope that you have liked this video. Then please do like, share and subscribe us, and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get regular updates of our upcoming videos. And thank you for giving your time and watching this video till last. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.